We're doing the dulls. Apparently, Cloudflare has been a little bit out today. Bob Dylan doesn't tweet. You're actually right. He did tweet about seeing the Buffalo Sabres in an elevator in Czechia, I think, in Prague or something like that. And he also he posts on Instagram sometimes, apparently. I used to see on Reddit. He was always glazing Machine Gun Kelly on Instagram. I don't know what this is. Isle of Dogs. $10,000 BC. Ice Age. That's Ice Age. That's Ice Age, y'all. Bro, you're washed? Do you need me to say it? Somebody who's been watching the stream for a long time. Why do I not know what Ice Age is? I'll give you the formula. I was never young, even as a child. I was never young. I just never smiled, okay? I deliberately stopped watching kids' movies probably, I'm going to say when I was like 11, maybe 10. And this shit, I'm pretty sure, came out when I was like 13 or 14. So that's why I haven't seen Ice Age. And I especially haven't seen the Ice Ages that came out after the first Ice Age, man. You missed Over the Hedge? Bro, you don't want to know the type of shit I was up to when Over the Hedge came out. Didn't that come out in like 06? I was doing some shit that Walter Becker was writing about in 06. Well, in my head I was, at least. That came out in 06? Nah, man, not even close. They play Send Me On My Way in the middle of Ice Age? Wait, whoa, by Rusted Root? Nobody told me this has a Rusted Root needle drop. I would like to hold your little hand. That one? Send me on my way. Send me on my way. That one? Dude, I gotta see this shit. You were telling me it's good. You didn't tell me it had Rusted Root in it. I guess I could just get that from like an Enterprise car commercial or whatever. But still, what a song. What a song. Send me on my way. And then when the breakdown, when he breaks it down, he goes, send me on my way, send me on my way. Oh, man. Yeah, send me on the whale, exactly. How many Rusted Root needle drops do you think there are? I'm going to say 6 or 7. NFL. What NFC franchise drafted Tavon Austin, 8th overall in 2013? Team that was kind of shit 12 years ago. Panthers. The Egg Bowl is a rivalry game played between two SEC schools that reside in which state? I'm going to say Tennessee. Is Tennessee the SEC won't let me be me? They try to shut me down on MTV. Tennessee, is it like aspiring SEC maybe? I'm trying to think maybe like it's got to be a college football. I guess it doesn't have to be two good teams. Some of the bowl games are like between one team that's awesome and one team that kind of sucks. Let's just go with Florida then. They got a lot of teams. Anyone know what it was? Mississippi. It's Ole Miss and Mississippi State. My apologies to Lane Kiffin. The son of a Hall of Famer, this player's averaged over 13 points per game, well with the Knicks, Hawks, Mavericks, and Pistons since 2013, and is top 25 all-time in career three-pointers. Michael Finley. No idea. Tim Hardaway Jr. makes sense, but I was never going to think about that. Founded in 1990, Steve Madden was featured in this Leonardo DiCaprio film. So it's not a Leonardo DiCaprio film, it's a Martin Scorsese film, but fair enough. That is Javier Bardem and Timothée Chalamet. And it's also This Is My Dream Man. But also, wait, that's not Javier Bardem. Can I go back? That's Brad Garrett again. That's not Javier Bardem. That's Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. What? Are you? It's Jeremy Allen White. It's Jeremy Allen White. You're right. That's not a Chalamet neck, man. It's not a Chalamet neck. Kate told me that Timothée Chalamet gave an interview where he said that the purpose of all human beings is just to procreate. I'm going to say so. I don't agree with him. I think controversially, I think everybody's meaning of life is a little bit different. But I support his right to say it because we need more crazy actors and actresses and singers and writers. We need more people who are in art and are insane instead of more people who are developed by focus groups to only parrot consensus on Saturday Night Live. No disrespect to Glenn Powell, who seems like a nice guy as far as I'm concerned. I did not say we need more Kanyes. You can take it too far. I also think if you show me the incentives, I'll show you the outcomes. He's dating a Kardashian. If his acting career ever takes a downturn, have it being the father of a Kardashian guarantees himself job security in the reality TV industry. They broke up. I've said it like I've been following the news, but like, when did that happen? I thought Kanye was dating Pete Davidson. Yeah. The king and queen of Staten Island. No, they didn't? You guys are trolling me. That's my prom king and queen right there. While Chili's has chicken crispers, this sit-down chain calls their chicken strips chicken critters. Texas Roadhouse. It's fucking Texas Roadhouse. Oh, shit. That's fucking funny, man. You play games usually? Nah, not really. Life's a game to me. You know I got that hook from Gaucho. Would you care to explain? It's fucking rattling around there right now. And it's honestly, I think it sounds in my head like Walter Becker thinks that it sounds. Like that's his ideal sound. Like the sound from the album has been transmuted via my shocks over the ear, bone conducting headphones. Why you always mention Walter Becker? I don't know how to say the other guy's name. This HBO show won the Emmy for Best Drama in 2015, 16, 18, and 19. Breaking Bad was FX. It has to be Game of Thrones then. If they really wanted to say Best Drama, they should have given it to season 8. Wait, I think they did. In this 2002 comedy, Cuba Gooding Jr. plays a celebrity dentist who travels to Alaska to collect his inheritance, which turns out to be 7 Siberian Huskies. That's snow dogs, of course. Did you guys know Old Dogs and Wild Hogs are directed by the same motherfucker? No wonder I get those movies confused, man. I thought I got them confused because they were both kind of like, they're similarly named, but then one of them's about like lawyers and the other one's about motorcycles. And the other reason that I found that out is because we were watching Clifford the Big Red Dog on TV last night. That movie fucking sucks, man. Guess who directed it? Guess who directed it? The same motherfucker. The same motherfucker. Log it on Letterboxd. I would give it a 1.5. Dancing on My Own. I don't even need to read the rest. That's Rabin. Huge. Give me that T-piece. And then, like, honestly, it's great to just get sports and celebrity wrong, but that's obviously Jeremy Allen White. My bad, y'all. Mississippi, Los Angeles Rams, Tim Hardaway Jr. Okay. Boards of Canada voice, 6'7" orange. You might have something there. In a weird way, Timothée Chalamet and Jeremy Allen White, they do have got some interesting like parallels, right? Like Timothée Chalamet was in a very formative film for me, Lady Bird. Jeremy Allen White, movie 43. Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, exactly. There's also that. Yes, sir. He was in that? Yeah, he was like 12 or whatever. I'm not going to hold it against him. Don't watch it. Especially don't watch his part. Bro, you were 40 when Lady Bird came out. So-called empaths, when a movie is slightly outside of the target demographic, Why do you like Ladybird? Because it's fucking well made. And here's the thing. I can relate to some shit in a movie about coming of age. I can relate to a Bildungsroman because my Roman's already been Bildungst. I've come of age, man, so I can relate to, I've already lived through that shit, so of course I can empathize with it. That's why I find it so hard to watch shit like Cocoon. I'm like, sorry, Wilford Brimley, my ass is not old. I'm not getting in the Cocoon. I'll be fucking chilling. I'll be chilling at Cedar Rapids or whatever, man. I'm not getting in the Cocoon. Who? Wilford Brimley, bro! The dude with the blicky and the thing? Who? Kids these days don't know Wilford Brimley from anything but the diabetes commercial, man. One more expensive kiss off. Who do you think I am? He's in the thing? Yeah, dude, he's in the thing. He's in the thing. And what's fucked up is he is literally like 52 in the thing or something like that. And he looks 80 years old, but he is in the thing. Wilford Brimley did the thing. Let me think about this. Types of tomatoes. Cherry baby. Hillary's, famous Hillary. No, I don't think. Parasite, Joker. I was going to say nominees for Best Picture in 2019. Swank. Swank is crazy. Clown. Laugh, Joker, Clown. Riot. Elements of the movie Joker. Funny. Okay, if I may, they are also elements of the movie Joker. There's a riot at the end of the movie. He laughs a lot. He is the Joker, and the Joker's a clown. So I think that should count. Now this is interesting. Starts with a synonym for angry. Starts par, starts with a kind of golf score. To needle. To berry, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, parasite, point, site, place, spot, ends in a noun denoting a setting. They fucking thought they were slick because they always do starts with, and then this time they did an ends with. Madison Stone, Barry Swank. Famous Hallies and Hillarys. Best actress. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Halle Berry, Hilary Swank. Billy Madison. Oh, okay, Mikey Madison. Okay, can I tell you? At some point in my head, she became Mikey Madsen. You know, Mr. Orange or whatever. I thought she was Mikey Madsen. That happened to me too. Get it twisted. Nobody's unique. Me, least of all. Swanky won an Oscar? Yeah, it must have been for Nomadland. Best van lifer. Adderall or Translate? I'm going to say Translate gets maybe the most searches of anything on the planet. I'm going to say Translate. I say dinosaurs. Every time with the Emma Chamberlain. I say dinosaurs over Mario. I say Mario over Lizzo. It's a crazy poll. I'm gonna say Bloomberg over Lizzo. You had to be crazy for that one. This one's tough. This one's tough. I feel like I'm still gonna say Bloomberg over Nintendo. I gotta say Nintendo Wii. I got fucked. Hans Zimmer or Tupac? We're gonna go Tupac. That could be close, man. Okay, lucky us. I feel like it's got to be Tupac. If you included the Jonas Brothers, they probably clear. But solo work, it's got to be Tupac. It's got to be Nick Jonas. I'm going to go with Zhu on this one. I don't know who you are. Just on the strength of it was a good day, you got to be up there. And you can do it. I don't know John Newman. I could be getting embarrassed here. We hold. Brockhampton, they got to still be they're not popular. Not popular at all, apparently. They're washed. I honestly, so here's what I thought could be happening here with Brockhampton. I thought that they were famous in like 2019, 2020, 2021, maybe something like 2017, apparently. I thought that, like, and I'm just being honest, don't take offense to this, I could be wrong. I thought that their target audience was like 16. So maybe they were getting like a nostalgia echo from people that were like, dude, remember when we were young and we used to listen to this and now we're old, even though we're still young? So I thought maybe there would be like an echo there. Plus, marry that to the fact that I don't know who the other fella, John Newman, is. I'm going to go with Children of Heaven over High School Musical 2. I mean, dude, I think that Battleship's going to clear it. It's a really tough decision, though. Does Suicide Squad? Not too bad. Not too bad. Wolf of Wall Street, probably going to clear that by a lot. Wolf of Wall Street is going to clear, but Super Size Me has aura. It's sick to do a documentary that's full of lies. This one's interesting. I mean, I think I have to go with Super Size Me. A lot of people angry about Captain Marvel, even though it's just okay. Go Captain Marvel over any Transformers movie for sure. Seventh Seal probably clears Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, if I had to guess. Seventh Seal probably clears Dead Man's Chest. I think we saw this yesterday at 7.2, so I'm going Dead Man's Chest. 7.1. Cube had a really bad night. Cube had an insanely bad night. As a child, I used to fall asleep every single time Transformers was in theaters. That's crazy. I used to fall asleep every night, regardless of whether Transformers was in theaters. I'm still doing that, to be honest. Ha, ha, ha. Can you explain why Super Size Me was lies? I'm not saying McDonald's is good for you. I know you think that you're trying to hem me in. I'm saying that it's good for you spiritually. It's probably bad for you, like, metabolically. But the dude was also an alcoholic at the time that they're filming the movie, which I think is aura. Let me rephrase. I don't think it's aura to be an alcoholic. I think it's aura to be an alcoholic and film a movie about how McDonald's is destroying your liver, and then have tens of millions of people go, wow, I had no idea. Oh, shit. He was drunk. Yeah. You have the liver of a late-stage alcoholic. Wow, it's crazy that McDonald's could do this to me. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's... I'm not saying the movie is science, okay? I'm just saying that, in a way, I put a little modicum of very specific respect on Morgan Spurlock. Super Size Me might actually be like the first YouTube video. Well, it's probably, the first one is probably 7 Up, and then the second one is probably Super Size Me. Like, bro said, I'm just going to eat McDonald's for 30 days, and you won't believe what happened. Kirkland's signature canola oil. It's crazy how McDonald's makes me feel like I'm drunk and makes my breath smell like vodka. I thought you were speaking truth, man, but actually that's Morgan Spurlock's ghost in chat. Oh, you know what is crazy though? I know I've talked about this before. I swear, when you eat at Subway, you smell like mustard for 6 hours afterwards. And other people have confirmed this phenomenon, but I have no idea why. You could wash your hands 100 times. You could take 10 showers. You are like sweating mustard for the rest of the day. I have no idea why, man. There's something about it. It's the bread? Well, the air smells like the bread for sure. Okay, Lady Macbeth. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Frances McDormand. I'm getting my brain primed. Lady Macbeth, Frances McDormand, The Tragedy of Macbeth. Denzel Washington, Macbeth, Flight, I Was Drunk. Then we go back to The Tragedy of Macbeth. We go Frances McDormand, Nomadland, Swanky, David Strathairn, Good Night and Good Luck, and then we find a way out. Yeah. So oil is cheap, but it's not as cheap as like vinegar. But this is going to be really cheap. 1.25 gallons is like 4 liters. I think this is going to be like... I still think it's going to be like $8.99. It's not going to be olive oil expensive, but they can't make the shit, for free. I'll live with $10.99. I have nothing else to say about that, really. Is this a VOD? Same topics as last week? Do they know? Can't you see they're laughing at me? Oh. What is this? I'm going to say Panama. It just feels like it could be Panama today. It's not Panama. How about Bangladesh? Oh, shit. Right. I was thinking of Pakistan. Bangladesh, 35 kilometers away. Holy shit. Myanmar? That's cooler, bro. India? Fuck! Nepal. We take those. Today's guess is 5, average 7.6. Not too bad. Bhutan is where the orangutans live. Hey, does anybody have an MP3 of Dead Blossom Jesse's God's Plan parody about sucking off a monkey at the zoo? I was exposed to it twice yesterday on their stream, and it's stuck in my head. It's so fucking funny. And it's way funnier to not know what's coming up the first time you hear it. Oh my God, I was dying, man. I didn't hear the Neutral Milk Hotel, but I did hear I did hear the Nickelback How You Remind Me. Oh man. Over under librarian puts the clip in the video. Get permission, but yeah, it's it's really good. It's really good stuff, man. I did hear the Ice Spice SpongeBob song in the same location. Yeah, that song is not good. That's a bad one. The hell is this? It looks like cat ears. Cat ears, the country? Slovenia? Looks like it could be Slovenia. You could be Czechia, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere in the vicinity. You could be... Your ass could be Latvia bigly. Latvia! It does look like someone ate Australia. They turned Australia upside down and took a bite out of it. Looks like a vulture. I don't know about that. I'm not much of a bird guy, though. Not yet, anyway. February 21st, 1997. This is my fucking era. Kind of. It's maybe like 5 years before my fucking era. But okay, one of these fuckers is going to be Titanic. What? People were seeing... It had been in theaters for fucking 20 years, man. This is a Star Wars. This is a New Hope, obviously. Okay. And then... something... Is this Empire Strikes Back, then? What's 200 weeks? It's like 4 years. This must be Empire Strikes Back, man. Wait, is it? It's gotta be. Okay, that's a crazy weekend, man. Did they re-release it? Yeah. And I had my first Star Wars tapes were the propaganda ones, where they had they open with like 20 minutes of George Lucas explaining all the cool shit with character that they scrubbed from the 90s ones. They're like, well, we used practical effects to make the land speeder look like it was hovering in the first movie, but now we just did it with computers, and look at how much fucking shittier it looks. And when they make him walk over, they make Han Solo, when he does the walk around of Jabba the Hutt, he walks over his tail, and Jabba goes, yeah, man. Anyway. PJ Phil was in my line to see Star Wars A New Hope in 1997. PJ Phil from YTV Treehouse, but also Gamers with the Z, the show where he would go to gaming conventions and be like, here's the games that are coming out. That's a deeply Canadian reference, man. I know PJ Phil. You think I didn't grow up on PJ Katie's farm? Columbia Pictures. Honey, do you want to join the Columbia Pictures Club? I said, whoa, hold on, Clint Eastwood. Is this Unforgiven? I'm just not ready for that kind of commitment. It's a crime drama action. Corrupts absolutely. I'm going to assume this is maybe called Absolute Power. Huge. Having a knowledge of idioms can help you out in a lot of avenues in your life. Universal 97. Not enough money to be Jurassic Park 2, which probably also would have come out on like Memorial Day. Pierce Brosnan, bitch. This is fucking, this is Tomorrow Never Dies. What? Action adventure. Is it GoldenEye? Maybe I'm off. I thought GoldenEye was 95. The pressure is building. Linda, Pierce Brosnan. Oh, it's fucking Dante's Peak. I was so tunnel visioned on James Bond. Fuck. Volcanologist Harry Dalton comes to the sleepy town of Penile Fart. Anyway, things go bad. Let me tell you this way, it does not go the way you'd expect. Or maybe it goes exactly how you'd expect. Yeah, ladies, grandma's legs melted off in the Sulphur River, bro. And you're laughing? Chevy Chase, 1997. That reeks of Vegas Vacation. I swear, you're going to think, if you don't know that this is true, you're going to think this is a riff on the Ira Glass joke. Isn't it crazy that Chevy Chase used to be in Steely Dan? But that's actually fucking real. Ira Glass, to pull back the veil, Ira Glass was not in Yo La Tengo. He just has Yo La Tengo energy, but Chevy Chase did play drums in Steely Dan. What the fuck? It's true, man. Shut up about Ira Glass? Dude, I'm down with Ira Glass. What the fuck, man? It's the greatest thing in my fucking life. The tragedy of Macbeth. To set it up, you're there, dude. You go Francis McDormand, Nomad. We pre-moved this. We prepped for this. Okay, and then set it up as Glenn Powell. I think you got to get to a Richard Linklater movie and then get to Everybody Wants Some. One of the more underrated Linklaters. Ah, shit. Nobody's in this, John, man. Charles B. Dean? What a movie! Dolly D. This guy's in Superman. He's not Superman, though. This was Notch in the... You guys should see Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is pretty good, man. It's mid as fuck. I like it. I'm not saying this guy looks like Notch. I'm saying he plays Notch in the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, he plays Notch. I don't know why I'm scrolling here. Like, I know it's going to, if anything. So you're trying to get to Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell was in Top Gun Maverick. That's Hugo Harris Dickinson Milk movie. Nicole Kidman, Eyes Wide Shut. And then my unproblematic, I almost called it Tom Gun. I gotta see that. James Corden's Top Gun training with Tom Cruise. How did I miss that, man? Glenn Powell. Set It Up, 2018. That was pretty good, man. The Great Debaters. Glenn Powell. I haven't seen that one. Also, No Swanky. The ADR during the Triangle of Sadness cliffhanger ending added to appease shitty test audiences is so funny. Wait, did I see a version that had scrubbed that? When I watched the movie, it faded to black, and then text came up and said, thanks to Ed Norton's intel, Tyler Durden was stopped by Chinese authorities. He was found guilty in a fair trial and sentenced to 15 years in federal prison. Ew. Stop. Got out in 10 for good behavior? Well, you got to give the people a happy ending, you know? I met you at a very Chinese time in my life. Oh, shit. I gotta see the Chinese version of Fight Club, man. We'll do a little bit of this, okay? 10 plus wins in their postseason career for the Winnipeg Jets. Nah, we're gonna start here. We're gonna start with Philly, Montreal. That's gonna be Eric Desjardins. It's crazy that when I was a kid, this is just what a guy looked like in my head. Now I'm like, holy fuck, this dude could crush your head with his bare hands. This is what I thought the average adult looked like when I was 9 years old. I was like, it's just a guy. That's just a guy. He does look a little bit like Ron Perlman. I feel like Sharks and Habs should be easy, man. Oh, it is easy. It's Vincent Damphousse, bro. Don't you have like Joel Armia? Did he fucking, yeah, okay, he did. Joel Armia 100% has a personal finance podcast. I'll tell you that for a fact. I don't see that many Vincents anymore. You see like 80% of modern day Vincents in like a vampire type context. Philadelphia 10 plus wins in their postseason career. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be Pele Lindbergh, bro. San Jose 10 plus wins in their postseason career. That guy named Nabokov. Smug. This guy, he looks like he has my house on his wrist, to be honest with you. And then Winnipeg, I mean, it's got to be Hellebuck, right? I don't know, unless you would count, it's got to be Hellebuck. I don't know if there's any other, there's apparently one other answer. If I had to guess, it might be Mike Smith. I'm just going to end it right there. I don't really care about the others, to be honest with you. Other one, Byron Dafoe? I haven't thought about Byron Dafoe in like... I can't believe his first name was still somehow in my head, man. I haven't thought about this guy in at least... It's got to be 15, 20 years since I thought about Byron Dafoe. Zaleski. I don't know any of these individuals, to be honest with you. Although I think, aren't you... No, maybe I don't know who you are. It's every day for me, bro. I might start rooting for New Jersey after next offseason. We'll see. Why Ryanair flights ever land the plane hard as fuck? Dude, I wouldn't know, Fish Cigarette. I wouldn't know. I've never flown Ryanair because I've only been to Europe once. But I did, when I was flying back on Saturday, I fell asleep. And I woke up to us landing, and just for a quarter of a second, I thought for sure the plane was about to explode. To be asleep, and you're like, you realize that the plane is actually like usually so smooth, But then when you touch the ground and are reintroduced to like friction, holy cow, man. Did you buy puts? Market was closed, I'm afraid. I had to go to Kalshi. Just saw a reel of Northern Lion playing Warzone a while back. Shit is sending me. Let me guess. Yeah, I'm in the gulag. I'm in the gulag with a spray paint can. Yes, that's the one. Okay. That's the one. Tom Hardy set before 1980. Batman Begins. Tom Hardy set before Bronson. People were not looking like that post 1980. Title starts with Q to Z. Is he in The Fighter or am I freaking out? He's in the other one, maybe. The Warrior? Is he in Warrior? 05 2025 Tom Hardy. Oh, you know what? We have a classic for this one. This means war. And then 05 2025 Tom Hardy. Lots of options here. Trying to take something a little bit out of the pocket. Maybe people forgot that he's in Inception. That's okay. Can I simply say 16.3 is really high. Obviously, they didn't forget. But I really thought that this would be lower considering he's in a Batman and 3 Venoms and Mad Max. I thought for sure this would be like at a 10% maximum. Viola Davis set before 1980. The Help. Title starts with Q to Z. Widows. Holy shit, I'm actually going to get a Viola Davis line. And then we play Suicide. Either one's fine. Yes! Hugh Jackman set before 1980. Australia. I was workshopping another title too. I thought it was just a little shitty, to be honest. I was a little like clever, but not actually funny. It's an Australian guy who gets scared when he reads the word emulator, but I don't know if that really works. She's in Suicide Squad. Guess what? She's in both of the Suicide Squads. She's in both of them. 05 to 2025 Hugh Jackman. This is where a beast like me plays Bad Education. Q to Z. Obviously, all the X-Men movies that have ever come out. I feel like X2, X-Men United. Might be a good pull here. That was all we had before Spider-Man 2 came out. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty birdie. I forgot about Eddie the Eagle. That was Movie Grid. Take me to spell check. Notch apples shining so bright. Minecraft boat racing on ice. What you know about mining down in the deep? When your wood runs out, you can call that absent trees. And then this is, if I had the glycogen, this is where I would turn it into a song about sucking off a monkey at the zoo. And it would be the greatest callback and also an homage simultaneously, but I couldn't make it work in time. I think you should die. Fair, that's fair. Well, good news for you. I will one day. I believe I will die one day. And you might say, no, they're going to put your brain into a computer. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you can transmute possession of consciousness. I think you could at some point, maybe you could Xerox it. But if you Xerox it, when you photocopy a piece of paper, the original does not become the duplicate. You've merely created a reflection of the original, and from that point onwards, those are two distinct individuals. So if anything, I would think that creating like an AI personification of myself and saying that it was me is really not multiplying life. It's actually just guaranteeing a second death, or maybe a billionth death or something like that if you just keep doing it. So yeah, I think even if in 250 years There's like a computer me that's like, I'm the original. That's not the original. The original is stuck in between the space between worlds going, no! No! Don't listen to him! But I don't blame the copy because the copy doesn't know that it's a copy. The copy thinks it's the original, which is why this shit, I think, is so insidious, man. That's why it's so insidious. Hugh Jackman died 100 times in The Prestige. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He won the 50-50 every single time. The original Hugh Jackman is still on stage doing the bit every single night. He just wins the 50-50 every single time. He's insanely lucky.
Piratical. A
What?
noun meaning one who commits or practices piracy. This word originates from Middle English derived.
Okay, so piratical is actually easy, but you need to listen to the definition.
A noun meaning ability to act or produce an effect. Derived from Middle English and Anglo-French term poer, based on Latin posse. A noun meaning ability to act or produce an effect.
Okay. Latin posse. All right.
Beseech, a verb meaning to beg for urgently.
It's an antediluvian ass spell check, bro.
Chess, a noun meaning a spiral. A adjective meaning
from the mind of Jigsaw.
Gustatory. A adjective meaning collegiality. A noun meaning the stupefy. A verb meaning to make stupid, groggy, or insensible.
That's an E, y'all. You got to be careful with that one. Stupefy has an E in it, not an I.
Wayward. A adjective meaning
Type of shit my son be carrying on.
fragment. A noun meaning a vestigial. A adjective meaning
The hip bones of a damn whale.
morbidity. A noun meaning the quality. Albion. A noun meaning saturnine. A adjective liability. A noun meaning the quality.
Cinema. To me, that's absolute cinema. That was pretty good. I mean, that's a light day. That's a light difficulty day, but still. Only one I missed was Power. That's actually completely fair. Luckily, I listen to a lot of G-Dragon, so I know how to spell that one. FoodGuessr. It's a plate off. Is he uwu? I don't know. I've never met him, man. Fuck. I should have looked at the description. Chocolate babka? It's babka by a mile, bro. Dweji gukbap, pretty good. Hawaiian pizza is really good. That looks like shit Hawaiian pizza. But Dweji gukbap is really good. I have a hard time. This is like probably one of the best tasting things that people would say is actually gross when it's good. This shit's from Canada? Yeah, man, we invented Hawaiian pizza. I think it was from Guelph, which is insane. Bun kebab, that looks absolutely horrible. Give me anything from Japan. Cheesesteak versus Paris buns. It's got to be cheesesteak. If you don't vote for that, you're stupid. I'm sorry. It's carnitas, bro. It's so easy. Ooh, chouquette. I think I got to go with chouquette on that one. Ratatouille or, some shit that comes out of your cat's mouth. Like, this is cat food, I'm sorry to say. This has the appearance of cat food. We go ratatouille on that. It's really hard for Southeast Asian noodle dishes to lose in these games. So just default to the heuristic. Chicken longaniza. Bouillabaisse is delicious. The photo looks horrible. It looks like a soup. I guess it is literally a picture of a soup with mustard bread in it. That's not what I would consider to really be emblematic of a bouillabaisse, but sure. I've only had it at Topolino anyway. Pork, shrimp, cabbage. Oyster sauce, quail eggs, wood ear mushrooms. That's a lot of ingredients that sound Chinese to me. Warm. Northeast of China. Shiitake mushrooms, I guess. Very Japanese. Okay. Chukadon. Okay. Can I say something? Anybody who's mad that I didn't get this because I said China, the name Chukadon combines chuka meaning Chinese and don, which means donburi. Motherfucker. Of course I would eat it, man. Yum. My mom works at the Riviera. She does the activities. That's actually so sick. Does your mom take the gondola to work? Does she take the Skyliner? That'd be a sick way to get to work. I bet you'd never feel like more Swiss than that. Yes? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Or I guess maybe you could park in the parking lot and then take it. I'm not sure. She does the hot air balloon. Not me. I don't like heights. Eggplants, lamb or beef? This cinnamon. That's interesting. Is this like a yogurt? Simmered in a rich tomato base. The rice, it's basmati rice, but I don't really want to say India. It almost has more like maybe like a turkey to it. Borders to the east. Maybe it is Iran. Okay, Koresh Badamyan. I would. Bun. This looks like an Asian bread. And I mean that in the most negative way possible. What is it filled with, man? Sugary crumble? A harmonious blend of textures? Everything is pointing in one direction. When the food is described as harmonious, I'm going to... And condensed milk makes me think that this is Hong Kong or Taiwan. Oh! What a fucking pull, man. They go crazy for condensed milk. Yeah, sure, I'll yum it, whatever. 92% of people say, yeah. Hot dog bun with sesame seeds on it. That's my ideal meal. Ball knower, Hong Kong food is goated. Love to eat it someday. That's not true. One time I came back from the airport really late, and the only place open was like a Hong Kong cafe. I don't remember what I ate at all. I remember it being like pretty good. I was also like, damn, there's a lot of people here at fucking 1 a.m. on a weekday. Ricky, hello. Ricky, I was watching you watch Supermarket Sweep last night. What a touching story about two gay men who were forced to hide their love from an unforgiving world. They weren't allowed to say that they were dating on Supermarket Sweep. They were like, this ain't one of those shows, guys. This that we don't want Supermarket Sweep to get political, okay? They're business partners who build theater sets. Yeah, I mean, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And you know what? God bless them for doing it. Holy cow. And I like the short you played too, the Warzone short, where I don't even know if I want to invite this evil into my life. Maybe you have to go watch Ricky's VOD to see that one, and then get mad at him if you find the content objectionable. Anyway, what was I doing? I was getting distracted. Scrandle me. I welcome all comers. Nah, man, not in November. It's probably chill. They need to go somewhere. What's better? I really don't like an undignified burger. I think I would rather have the chips and pulled beef with gravy, honestly. I think that looks really good. I think that looks pretty tasty. Festive bowl. I don't think it looks similar. I don't think that looks very good at all. But the hot dog is not doing it for me. So we're going to go festive bowl. 12% is pissing me off. This shit pisses me off, man, because I don't want to vote for this. It's the opposite of austere. It's decadent for decadent's sake. Like it's decadent in its against its own self-interest. It's obscene. But a $23 mac and cheese with an IPA is not going to do it, man. This is fucking horrible. Obviously, I'm not even going to read this. It's a waste of calories. It's going to win. I think it's got to be hot dog with... I think it's got to be hot dog with a medium Coke Zero, even though it's... even though it's 5 pounds more expensive. This is not reminding me of a meal. Well, in a manner of speaking. It's got to be chips, peas, and gravy. Hey, wait, hold on. Let's go back to that hot dog one for a second. Salt and pepper chicken balls with chips. I actually think for once, once you get over the fact that they're serving the Chinese food, with like British Chinese food over French fries, I think that this actually looks pretty good, but this is going to win for sure. Wow! Oh, because the patty's not quite equivalent to the circumference of the bun. I forgot that picky eaters have high standards, man. Which I guess makes perfect sense. I mean, for me, it's not even close. I would eat both, to be fair. I'm the type of beast when I'm at Epcot, I'm getting a few cups of Beverly. So I don't mind something a little bit iconoclastic in the flavor department. But if I had to choose, I would be getting the hot dog. For sure. Burundi-style beef chapati. Ricky, I don't know if you're still here. Some of the sauce that people put on Scrandle pisses me off. What do you mean unknown scran? Those are chicken wings, bro. What do you mean unknown scran? Today's special. Today's special. No price data. That's not a mystery meat, man. That looks pretty good. It's got to be donuts and crepes. It's not quite right. The Delicio ass bun is way too thick. I think it's cheesy chips. It brings me no pleasure to vote for cheesy chips there, but sure, man, not too bad. Who's eating these hot dogs? That's the shit that I'm saying, man. You have to, actually, you're probably better off if you don't use your brain during Scrandle. But if you do use your brain, you'll find yourself being like, you can't say, there ain't no mustard on it. When you buy your hot dog, you turn around and you walk to the fucking end of the concourse and they have relish and mustard and ketchup. And if you live in a high trust society, maybe even like some onions or some jalapenos or something like that, some chili peppers, I don't know. We don't get that here because I don't think that anyone would steal it on average, but the idea that someone could steal it is enough to not put it out there. It's the same reason that we have the audacity to claim that we live in the best place in the world, and then somehow, how can the best place in the world have one-ply toilet paper locked up in a public bathroom? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry, Dr. Pangloss. This can't be the best of all possible worlds if they're locking up the one-ply. That seems like an easy fix to improve quality of life. Anyway, so I'm guilty. Sometimes I get on my high horse a little bit. We didn't even notice that Groucho's You Bet Your Life was revived for a couple of years this decade, hosted by what 70-something comedian? Old comedian, Steve? Nah, probably not Steve Martin. He's doing banjo music and Only Murders in the Building. Old comedian, but probably I don't think you'd see Jerry doing this, and I don't think he's 70. I think he's in his early 60s. Old comedian. I have no idea. This seems like this would be peak like Fred Willard if he was still with us. Probably not Bill Cosby, huh? I have no idea. I have no idea, man. You bet your life. Jay Leno? What? Holy shit, man. He's had a busy 2020s. What a day for the Doles. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Downturning is the understated Greek etymology of what word that means something much worse than that? Drowning. Investors hedge risks for hurricanes and stuff through bonds called CATs, short for crisis activated treasuries. Involving zero felines, the demographic problem where population growth outstrips food supply is called the Malthusian. Yeah, I should definitely know this one. Catastrophe makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. It's not crisis activated treasuries. Calling it a good round English name, the author of Down and Out in Paris and London took on what pen name? Oscar Wilde? Never mind. The life of an animal is misery and slavery. Oh, it's George Orwell, you motherfucker, you. Used for presidential transport during 4 administrations, including FDR's super long one. The Roald Amundsen rail car was built by what company? American Steel? One early black union was the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, organized in 1925 by workers from what rail company with a history of labor disputes? I don't know American railway companies. Is this Western Pacific? We're still waiting for the events of Independence Day to come to pass, knowing the first sign will be the presidential election of Bill who? Chat? Bill Clinton? The answer is Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman. Bill Engvall. It's so funny that that's less crazy than the guy who's the president right now. And it sounds so crazy as to be humorous. Oh, a Bill Engvall presidency. Yeah, here's your sign, Chiblee. Most statues of Tyche, the Greek goddess of fortune, show her holding what kind of Latin-named horn? The flugel. Famous example of the Mandela, a cornucopia. Did you guys, what universe are you from? Mine had the cornucopia. I'm from the Nelson Mandela was released from prison. Fruit of the Loom had the cornucopia, and there was no Shazam movie starring Sinbad. That's my universe. It had it, man. I know. I'm from where you're from. What about Kazam? Kazam is real, though. Kazam is real. Skechers has a T in mine. That's crazy, man. I'm glad you're here. Were you a Berenstein or a Berenstain? I grew up in the Berenstein universe. I don't care which one's real. And I own like 30 Berenstein Bears books for my daughter. They changed that shit. I'm sorry. They changed that shit at some point. We can't all be misremembering. It boggles the mind. Sort these sports-related numbers from highest to lowest. The number of minutes in an ice hockey power play after a major penalty is 5. The minimum number of games in a single set of tennis is 6. The maximum number of rolls in the final frame of 10-pin bowling is 3. The number of goals someone scored in soccer if they have a brace, that's got to be 2, right? There's 4 men's majors in golf every year, and you have like 23 seconds to you have a few seconds to advance the ball past half court. This 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, maybe 7, 8. It's that easy. 8 seconds to advance the ball past half court. This was a pretty easy one if you're a jock like me. Why is it called a brace anyway? I never knew. Nobody knows? You're bracing yourself for a hat trick? Why is 3 a hat trick? That's a good point. Do we throw our hats because it's called a hat trick, or is it a hat trick because you throw your hats? Throw your braces on the field when it happens. Luckily, one person scores 2 goals in soccer about once every 100 years. So you don't, because that would be expensive and very painful, I think. Aren't they cemented to your teeth? Holy cow. Absolutely false, but sure. Is this weekend Whitecaps versus LAFC? I'm all in. I'm entering my sports gambling era. I want to parlay. I'm calling up my bookie right now. I want to parlay. I want Whitecaps by 8. I want Whitecaps by 8. I want LAFC money line, and I want LAFC up by 3 goals at the half. Let's bet on this shit. Let's bet. Let's bet on this shit. Let's fucking do this. Rethink that? It could happen. Could happen. So a higher percentage increase in population. It's got to be Kentucky. Diversified less over this period. I have no idea. Let's say Sacramento. Higher percentage of households who have incomes under 50K. How many fucking orange counties have you got, bro? I just got used to the fact that there's 2 of them. And the worst part is there's a Malibu, California, and the Malibu, Florida, which is fucked up. And now there's one in New York, too? It looks a lot like a dog's head. You are not fucking joking. That is a dog's head right there. I feel like this is close enough to New York City that it's got to be the other one, right? Which one's hotter, Alberta or Nigeria? Oh, shit. If you got this one wrong, it's time to get your passport. No disrespect. I was willing to stake it before I clicked the button. Adults who sleep less. I have absolutely no idea what heuristic I would even use for this. Close to New Orleans means you sleep less because it's the city that never sleeps. There you go. Perfect. Cleanish clip of the chimp song, 3 asterisks. When you say it's cleanish, you're saying that the audio is clean, not that it's not explicit, right? Because there would be nothing to have if it wasn't explicit. Says you mostly got some other stuff out of it. I can't play it on the stream, but I do want to listen to it in my own time. I would play it on the stream, but I would like to give credit. I feel like I don't want to just swallow up the thing and then put it up and have people be like, holy shit, you're funny, because I didn't do that. But I want to put it on the Peloton playlist for sure. For sure. Say who made it before you play it. React YouTubers going, what the fuck? You can do that? You're breathtaking. They got to bring that guy back, man. We just did Juxtastat. Take me to catfishing. You had no reservations on Twice Shorts? I do now because he fucking Content ID match librarian. Or his label, I don't know. 2013 establishments in England. Brexit. Big data companies. This is Cambridge Analytica. Arthurian characters, female characters, mythological queens. So here's the question. Fictional fucking giants? Are you the Lady of the Lake? Lady of the Lake? That's Morgan Le Fay. Okay, I have no idea who that is, to be honest with you. She got this shit on, though. I don't know that much about Arthurian legend. 907 establishments in Slovakia. Bratislava, going to sell my house in town. Bratislava. I know this one. How'd you know that? I'm going to be honest. I was on a trivia team, aka Reach for the Top, in 12th grade. One weekend, I didn't have that much to do. So I just memorized like most of the capitals in the world. And for some reason, the European ones really stuck in there. The European ones really stuck in there. I've lost a lot of the South American, African, oceanic capitals, but the European ones really stuck in there. I think it's honestly because also in 2006, the Olympics were happening. Happening is not a good sign for my Wernicke's area. The Olympics were happening. So I would be like, oh, Slovakia, Bratislava, that's where like, trying to think of a Slovakian hockey player. That's not Yaroslav Halak because he wasn't popping off back then. Maybe like a Marian Hossa was popping off back then, something like that. That sounds right to me. Pavel Dimitra, my goat. 2nd century Egyptians, amillennialism, ancient Christians involved in controversies. Philosophers in ancient Alexandria. I know one Egyptian philosopher who is apparently also a Roman era Greek. His name is Ptolemy. Fuck! Who is Origin Adamantius, man? It sounds like he's from Mad Max. You were not played by Anthony Hopkins in the Alexander the Great movie, directed by Oliver Stone. At Origin Angel. 1990s toys. Fictional space pilots. Fictional amputee. Buzz Lightyear? Buzz Lightyear's an amputee? Buzz Lightyear's a cop? In the first movie, his arm falls off. That's right. Forgot about that. 21st century Japanese sportsman born in 1994. Okay. Shohei Ohtani. Ancient Greek archaeological sites in Greece. Cities in ancient Greece. Temples of Apollo. It's the former theater. It's the Acropolis. It's Delphi. I was like, my head was spinning. I was like, Parthenon, Pantheon, Delphi, Acropolis. I was way off. Oracles, man. Get out of here, Larry Ellison. 1947 births. Political prisoners held by Hong Kong. Prisoners and detainees of Hong Kong. Hong Kong newspaper people. Jimmy Lau? Jimmy Lay. That's what I meant. Of course that's what I meant. The I and the U are right next to each other on the keyboard. That's a given. This is big in the Canadian news right now. 1998 neologisms. This is the Chewbacca defense, man. I know all about the Chewbacca defense. 15th century Italian painters and mathematicians. Historical figures with ambiguous or disputed sexuality. Renaissance architects. Writers who illustrated their own right. Ballistics experts. They died at age 6, 7. So not Raphael. Fluid dynamicists. I mean, I feel like 15th century Florentine polymaths. Like, I really feel like it's Leonardo da Vinci. But I didn't know he was up to all of that. I didn't know he was persecuted under an anti-homosexuality law. Could it be Michelangelo instead? I'm gonna say Da Vinci, but it is. I had no idea, man. I had no idea. They don't mention that in the Ninja Turtles. Bro he was out there doing the most. You're absolutely right. They think he was, but they can't prove it. I know one way you could prove it. Cue the dog video, librarian. I'm starting to give you editing notes in the live stream. Look at the Vitruvian man. That's literally just what guys look like back then. We did well today. Top 7%. I can live with that. 35 longitudinal walking. That's a good stem, man. Yo, it's like a reverse 90. So this, I'm trying to work backwards. It's so hard. I'm like, this would be like a 95-degree angle. Let's say 97, which would mean this is 273? No, 263. Holy fuck. Oh. God's plan. What's wrong with you? I don't know, but I'm hoping it gets worse. No! No, that's chill. Being good at golf is a red flag, apparently. Okay, hold. Do I like it here? I think I prefer it here, actually. It gives me a better angle to do something like... To do something like that. What the fuck? I think you gotta go... You gotta go like that. Yes, yes! Okay. I would like to be closer to the flag. This is a devious little course they've made today. You fucker! To me, it seems like one that's going to have a higher than usual amount of quits on it. Because people are weak these days. Take me back here. And then... I like this. Oh, that's a little too hot. Coming to this chat from Dan's is a real culture shock. One day there's going to be a Netflix documentary about the Dan chatters who I type anything and in 0.25 seconds, my username is included in a message that has like a wave and a dang hug emoji and like 8 other usernames of people who have typed for the first time that day. It's crazy. And they're real people. I don't know how, I'm saying this like with admiration. I don't know how they do it. It's insane. I'm assuming there's a macro in there. Don't get me wrong, but still, like, it's like the Snoop Dogg game. It's AI powered, but human made. Sometimes you just gotta. Any crash you can walk away from is a good one, man. Oh. Holy shit. I will say, though, I understand why you guys are so mad at me for going away. I used to be like, what? Don't these internet strangers have my best interest in mind and want me to be happy? Then when I came back, I'd go, oh, my favorite website. Let's see what's going on my favorite website, twitch.tv. Tarkov, Arc Raiders, Tarkov, Arc Raiders, Tarkov, Arc Raiders, Tarkov, karaoke. It just like a little despair. I understand it, man. It's not a knock on Arc Raiders. It is intended to be a little bit of a knock on Tarkov. But I get it, man. You like some variety is nice. Oh, I could live with that top 59. I think arc raiders, like, I kind of like the social stuff in arc raiders where people get mad at you for like shooting a gun in a game that's about guns. But when I was watching Dan play this morning, I had the misfortune of being there when he had to do the necessary inventory management stuff, where it was like he on the left side of the screen is a 6x12 grid of components, and then on the right side of the screen is like a merchant with a 12x6 grid of goods, and then having to go to chat and be like, what do I do? And then everyone in chat is like, get rid of blue wires and buy green components. And I was like, oh man, no thanks. No, I was there for the guy who had 8 stacks of long COVID saying some stuff that he shouldn't have said. I was there for that. Pardon me. Okay, this shit seems so doable, bro. Shape of mountain. But like an M is a Roman numeral that means 1,000. But an M is also a line. Am I insane? An M is 4 lines. Shape of, maybe it's like an M, you know what I mean? Watch my mouse cursor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Show definition. Shape. Show wordplay. A rebus technique. The answer describes the effect present in the clue. In this clue, a letter is missing. Our answer will somehow describe what might be missing, while also satisfying the clue's definition. Shape of a mountain. Help. Shape of tall, square, circle, triangle, pointy, M. Show wordplay. The clue employs a rebus technique. The answer describes the effect present in the clue. In this clue, a letter is missing. Our answer will describe what might be missing. A letter. I need help. Form. Guys, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not sure I get this one. F or M. It could be a fountain or a mountain. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's another word for shape. Okay, I got that part. I got that part. I wasn't 2 steps behind, okay? Who sings that? I'm going to say, is that Def Leppard? 2 steps behind? Nobody knows? Okay, well, now I got to look it up. It sure is Def Leppard. Thank you. It's not Rusted Root. That's, I would like to hold my little hand. You listen to Def Leppard? No, but Sam Yo does a lot of classic rock rides. And when I was still doing instructor rides, he would put like 7 Def Leppard songs in every single ride, unfortunately. My goat of pedaling, not my goat of programming music. But, okay, this is Joker if Arthur Fleck just kept a positive attitude. Letterboxd curve is a 3.4. What if Beetlejuice wasn't goth and was into swing music? This was my favorite movie when I was 11. I can't believe it still works. I also can't believe how much of it I know by heart. Blank doing family-friendly Freddy Krueger bits while taking on bad guys. The Mask? This is The Mask, man. It has to be The Mask. It's genuinely inspired to have Jim Carrey doing family-friendly Freddy Krueger bits while taking on bad guys. W. Cameron Diaz? Yes. Dude, I would have gotten this one. Smoking. Family-friendly? This shit was terrifying. I watched this as a kid, but the first time I was exposed to it was at a double feature at the drive-in. The first movie was Monkey Trouble, which I think explains a lot about why I find the DBJ song so funny. And then the second movie was The Mask, and I just closed my eyes in the backseat of my parents' car while they watched The Mask. I was freaking the fuck out. I just got an ad for floor decor. Am I aging out or something? I got an ad this morning. I was watching Dan's Always On channel. I got an ad for a wall decoration that can hold up to 60 medals. And I sent a picture in the content creator Discord, and I said, are we okay? Like, is this website cooked? It literally was like, it had text on top of it, like live, laugh, love text that like, I think it said, she thought she could, so she did. And then you nail it to your wall, and you can thread up to 60 athletic or educational medals onto the thing. And then Justin said, only 60? I'm going to have to buy 2. And I went, oh, fuck, man. We're done. Bring back the skip the dishes ads, man. It's November. There's supposed to be AAA companies advertising shit, man. Why am I getting like Etsy ads for something that can hold Knowledge Bowl medals?